27-foot Sierra Sport Toy Hauler travel trailer here at Haven RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Just came in on a very clean late model used rear living room travel trailer. So why would they swap out their toy hauler for a non-toy hauler camper? Simply stated, this was never ever used by a toy hauler. It's only had one owner. They bought it with wanted to haul a bike in it and just never did. It's always been used as just a traditional travel trailer. Interestingly, the floor plan in this is probably one of the very best for that use I've ever seen, and this thing has so much storage. And inside and out, guys, it is in great shape. Now outside you're going to see a little bit of decal peel here and there, but the shell, the structure, everything's been extremely well maintained. Big basement storage section under here, under the front master bed, and on the other side you will see a full generator. This does have a propane generator built into it. Front ladder, which is very common in toy haulers, leads you up to the roof line. They did put a Create-A-Breeze, a Max Air vent cover over the bathroom vent, so you can keep that open in the rain. And again, super clean, well kept. Good half-ton towable toy hauler too, without a slide out. That will keep the weight down on this to the point that half-tons can easily tow it with a bike loaded. Nice little outside shower right here, so you can keep your things hosed off. Again, propane generator, which is highly uncommon. At least I think it's propane. I don't know, I have to double check. Now I got myself second guessing, darn it. Very confident it's propane, but obviously I need to verify. Aluminum wheels, so they're going to keep looking good. There's really, tires aren't even really that worn. There is a little bit of weather checking here on these tires, however. Fuel station over on the side, I can't tell offhand if that's a 20 or 30 gallon fuel cell on that. Full rear tent wall. There is a full screen wall located down here, so you've got a really sweet, like, 3 Seasons room opportunity going on. This has a really unique cargo area, and we'll see that more when we get inside too. I just wanted to have that tent wall there open before I forgot to talk about it. Toy lock down here is an interesting little thing where you can pull out, it's like a fancy bicycle chain essentially. It's there to keep an honest man honest. That's the biggest thing I can tell you about this thing. Awning is pretty good size and in pretty good shape too. I can see a little bit of weathering right on this outside edge, but that's because that gets the most sunlight, and that's a pretty common thing for that to wear down a little bit first. But again, I cannot say enough about the inside of this RV. Let's start right at the back here. So we have the full power lift bed. This whole thing is in a lift here, and actually so is the lower sofa. This is in the power lift as well. So that all recesses up against the roof and out of the way. They use this essentially like a bunkhouse camper. You can see they actually do have a little bit of wear and tear on that bunk mat right there. Nothing major though. I mean, very nice for the year and everything. This is an interesting thing. This is actually like a rollover style rear full sofa. The back actually rolls over forward to go flat, and then it goes up. This table can be removed if you want to, so you can load your cargo in there. The table can actually be flipped the other way, and the sofa can kind of be flipped the other way too. It's an interesting, like, double sofa bench type setup. I am a sucker for kitchen bar stools. Always have been, always will be. It's just, I think it goes back to growing up with my grandparents there. Every time we went to Grandpa and Grandma's house, you sat at the kitchen counter and Grandma gave you treats. So I guess I'm preconditioned to like kitchen bar stools as a result. But good storage in here, and all of the cabinetry is just really in great shape. This thing, you can pound the life out of it, and it is well put together. It is clean. You know, the ceiling, you can always tell if people don't clean a toy hauler because the exhaust will tend to stain the ceiling. Again, they never hauled anything in here. It is super clean. The kitchen's in great shape. The best indicator I can give you that they use this thing with kid gloves is these sink covers. These sink covers are made out of the exact same material as your countertop, but they didn't seal the edge of them. You can still see the particles there. Well, the problem with that is that it's left open and available for water to kind of seep and sneak in. Notice how these are still solid. They're not swelled. They're still in the exact same shape and condition as the day they were built. That is one of the best indicators I can tell you to show you how careful they were and how they used their RV to make sure they didn't accidentally damage or wear anything out. This whole island, this whole L-shaped peninsula area here is pure storage, and anytime I see all the original owner's manuals, I get excited because, again, that's an indicator that this was owned by folks who took care of stuff. Now, again, for storage, this model is incredible. This has one of the best quantities of living space storage I've ever seen in a travel trailer toy hauler. Over here, by the way, more cabinetry, more storage space, all in one. AM, FM, CD, DVD player. You can mount a TV on here. It comes out. It can pivot around to wherever you want it, and then it just sort of recesses back in there when you're done. They never screwed anything to it, so they never wore anything out. And like, you know, man, look at this giant closet. The inclusion of mirrors here is really nice because it reflects a lot of extra light around where normally you wouldn't have any. And this is where you're going to get a big giant wardrobe cabinet. Now we do have a generator down here, so above the generator we just have extra drawer space. And look how prepared they were. They always had on hand extra stuff just in case, like an extra shower head holder, all kinds of stuff, just to make sure they were always in top shape for their next trip. Big drawer right there. Now, this I think is super cool. Next to your big refrigerator, we have a pull-out pantry, and to me, that is cool. That is some Bob Vila use of space right there. You can put a lot of stuff in here, and the storage comes to you instead of you going to the storage. And a super tall drawer right there for big stuff. Now, what's amazing is, had I not put together this video and point out this next fact, you never would have known. From the factory, this cabinet didn't exist. If I stand back here, looks pretty darn factory fresh, doesn't it? It looks exactly like it was built in this RV. They went through painstaking effort to get the exact same woodwork between these two cabinets. This was not made by the manufacturer. This was. If you can tell me the difference, I'll give you $1 because they did an amazing job. They even bought the exact same hinges as you'll find in the big doors of other areas of this RV. They made sure every ounce of this thing looked exactly like it came from the factory. Although this drawer right here, if you watch, it is a soft closed drawer. They did put some residential hardware on that one, which is nice. You know, big, they gave you a spot down here for clothing as well. Little laundry hampers, essentially. So we have the rear bed in the garage area as well as the front bed here. There is the full-size Creative Breeze fan above, so you can keep that vent open and running. And because this is a toy hauler, you have an enormously large shower, extremely tall shower, and every ounce of this extremely clean, well maintained. I mean, this is a very, very, very nice piece, and this is going to be a hard thing for us to replace on our dealership because rigs like this just don't come by every day of the week. Give us a call, 800-256-5196. Haylet RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, happy camping. That's a cool rig.